Mitchell, who helped push the big lie inside the Justice Department. His name is Jeffrey Clark. He's become a major figure in the emerging narrative about the behind-the-scenes push to investigate fake election fraud, to discredit the election. He has until October 29th, that's 16 days from now, to testify and provide the committee with the requested documents. Another big lie soldier, Cleta Mitchell, is not as well known, but she was thrust into the spotlight in a new Senate report about the days leading up to the January 6th insurrection. CNN's Sunlen Surfaty takes a closer look now at the seasoned conservative lawyer and liar.
The system that we witnessed in 2020 was not right.
She is not a household name.
They don't want us talking on social media about election fraud.
But lawyer Cleta Mitchell is emerging as a key player in former President Trump's attempt to overturn the 2020 election.
And I want to thank you. You are a hell of a lawyer and tough. And that's what we need.
Named multiple times in the newly released Senate Judiciary Report for her role in the pressure campaign on the Department of Justice to investigate unfounded claims of election fraud. On December 30th, the report says she emailed then White House Chief of Staff Mark Meadows. This is the petition filed in Georgia State Court and the press release issued about it. She writes, I presume the DOJ would want all the exhibits. Meadows forwarded her email to Acting Attorney General Jeffrey Rosen asking, can you have your team look into these allegations of wrongdoing, only the alleged fraudulent activity? Mitchell first made national headlines earlier this year.
And our estimate is that there were roughly 18,000 ballots. We don't know that. If you know that.
It was 18,000 ballots, but they used each one 3 times.
When her voice was heard assisting Trump on the now infamous leaked January 2nd phone call with Georgia Secretary of State Brad Raffensperger.
I just want to find 11,780 votes.
Her involvement with Trump came as a surprise to many, including her law firm, and ultimately led to her swift departure.
Thank you very much.
Mitchell was first pulled in 24 hours after Election Day, as she recounts in a little-noticed podcast viewed by CNN.
I got a call from Mark Meadows. I flew to Atlanta, and thus began my involvement with the post-election.
3 days later, on the day that Joe Biden's victory was projected, she was on national TV arguing otherwise.
Just because CNN says, or even Fox News says that somebody's president doesn't make them president.
And she became involved with helping fund the partisan Arizona audit of the 2020 election.
He was certified as the winner in Florida by the proper procedures established.
For years, Mitchell has been well known in conservative circles, operating behind the scenes as one of the right wing's most prominent lawyers focusing on voter fraud.
Welcome to the vast right-wing conspiracy's annual gathering.
With links to the most conservative forces and causes within the Republican Party. Steve Bannon, the National Rifle Association, Senator DeMint, and a decade ago, Donald Trump, representing him in 2011 against accusations that his exploratory committee violated federal election laws.
Beyond an attorney, a great attorney, okay?
Mitchell first started in politics as a Democrat in the Oklahoma state legislature in the 1970s and 80s. In the 90s, she became an independent, then Republican. She is still in regular contact with Trump, vowing the fight that started in 2020 will continue.
We're going to take those election offices back, and we need you to help us.
And right now, Mitchell is behind new efforts pushing for tighter state voting laws, and she's also been advising some Republican state lawmakers. And Jake, she would not speak with